Another big topic that was announced yesterday is NVIDIA Drive AI and its impact on the safety and security of autonomous vehicles. So, where exactly is that headed? Well, NVIDIA has been working on autonomous driving for quite some time, and it's already a $5 billion business for them. They support the autonomous vehicle industry through three main computer systems, one for training the AI, one for simulating the AI using Omniverse, and one for deploying the AI directly into the car itself. When it comes to safety in these self-driving systems, it's not just about smart algorithms that know what to avoid or how to drive carefully. It goes deeper. The operating system must be safe by design, and the car's onboard computer needs to be robust enough to avoid failure. If a failure does occur, it must be able to handle it safely. Elon Musk has always talked about full self-driving cars, but what Jensen Huang from NVIDIA revealed takes that ambition to a whole new level. This isn't just about Tesla's dream, it's about a future where every car on the road has some level of autonomous capability, not as a luxury, but as a core requirement for safety, convenience, and even the joy of driving. This future will completely change how we move and live. At the center of this transformation is how AI learns. In the past, engineers manually labeled millions of images to teach AI what to look for: stop signs, pedestrians, lanes. That was incredibly labor-intensive and not very flexible. Now, things are shifting towards video-based learning. By feeding raw video directly into AI systems, these models can learn how the world works over time, recognizing motion and context in a more natural way, much like how we humans learn. This is similar to the breakthroughs we've seen with large language models like ChatGPT, but with a big difference: it's grounded in the physical world. This requires massive computing power, and NVIDIA has built an entire ecosystem to support it. Their new Thor chip is at the center of this ecosystem. It's a specialized processor for robotics and self-driving vehicles with 20 times the power of its predecessor. It's designed to handle the complex models that make full self-driving possible, enabling real-time decisions in complex environments. But the innovation doesn't stop at the chip level. NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture is now in full production, powering huge data centers from Amazon to Microsoft. These data centers are the backbone of AI training and simulation, processing vast amounts of data to perfect autonomous systems. What's particularly exciting is how NVIDIA is closing the gap between massive cloud computing and personal AI supercomputers. Their AI platforms can now be run on desktops as well as in the cloud. This democratizes AI development and speeds up innovation across everything from gaming and robotics to biology. Speaking of gaming, Jensen explained how AI is going to transform that too. It's not just about making games look better. AI will make games smarter and more dynamic, adapting to players in real time. NVIDIA introduced DLSS 4 and something called neuroshaders, blending AI with real-time graphics to create experiences that are responsive and engaging. Gaming is about to get a serious upgrade. But it's not just games that are changing. NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture is now inside RTX PCs, meaning that anyone with a high-end NVIDIA graphics card can run powerful AI models right at home. They also have a cloud platform, i.nvidia.com, with pre-built models for vision, language, and animation. Whether you're building a chatbot or creating an adaptive video game character, it's all accessible now. Jensen also addressed how NVIDIA's open architecture stands out compared to custom chips from companies like Broadcom. He said accelerated computing is now the clear path forward. NVIDIA's technology isn't just powerful, it's flexible and open, making it easier for developers to build the next generation of AI applications, whether that's in self-driving cars, robotics, or any other area. He also revealed that automotive has become the largest vertical for NVIDIA's data center business. And it's not just about Tesla. Every car will need some form of autonomous capability in the future. It's safer, more convenient, and more enjoyable. Video-based learning is key here, because it teaches AI how the physical world behaves, much like how language models learn from text. All of this demands massive computing power, which NVIDIA is meeting with 45 factories around the world building the systems needed to deliver Blackwell chips to data centers. Jensen predicts Blackwell will soon surpass their previous generation, Hopper, for revenue share. The demand is there, and NVIDIA is ramping up production as fast as possible. Jensen also emphasized that while AI is becoming a huge part of NVIDIA's business, gaming is still crucial. AI will actually boost the gaming industry by cutting down content creation costs and making games more dynamic and visually stunning. And Nvidia isn't just thinking about data centers and personal computers. They're also working on co-packaged silicon photonic systems, technology that uses light instead of electricity to move data around. This shift will save enormous amounts of power. For example, today's transceivers consume up to 180 watts per GPU. In a data center with 1 million GPUs, that's 180 megawatts just for data transmission. Nvidia's new photonic systems can cut that down dramatically, freeing up power for more computation and scaling data centers to new levels. This micro-ring resonator technology is built with the latest processes at TSMC, working with a huge ecosystem of technology partners. It's not just about faster data, it's about making data centers sustainable as AI demand grows. Jensen summed it up by saying we're entering the era of physical AI. AI that understands space, time, and behavior will power everything from cars to robots, even the everyday tools we use. The next generation of AIs will be trained on video to understand how the real world works, grounding their intelligence in physical reality. What's really striking is that this isn't some distant future, it's happening now. Nvidia's self-driving car business is already generating $5 billion a year, and that's just the beginning. With 100 million new cars made every year and 1 trillion miles driven annually, this is set to become one of the largest computing industries in the world. And it all starts with these three systems: the training computer, the simulation computer, and the robotics computer. Nvidia's entire ecosystem is built to support this new era, from the data centers to the personal AI supercomputers developers can run at home. As Jensen put it, Nvidia's architecture is everywhere, open, pervasive, and ready to power the next wave of AI. And that's what makes this moment so exciting. We're not just talking about faster computers. We're talking about a complete reinvention of how machines interact with the world around us. So, while Tesla has led the charge, every automaker is heading in the same direction. In the end, every car, every robot, every piece of AI-powered equipment will need to understand the world through video. That's how these systems will truly learn to be safe, efficient, and intelligent. As we wrap this up, think about the bigger picture. Nvidia isn't just making faster chips, they're laying the foundation for a world where AI is deeply integrated into every part of our lives. It's a future that's unfolding faster than most people ever imagined.